Being a finance leader at a SaaS startup, sales compensation is critical in incentivizing reps to not only accomplish right behaviors, but also to ensure the company is able to hit and achieve its revenue goals. And that being said, sales compensation is really the key driving force and the really the carrot on the stick for sales reps to be able to continue to feel accomplished and also really feel a sense of feel accomplished in a sense of not only be able to achieve the goals set for them, but also to be able to feel like they're continuing to grow the company and achieve what the company outcomes. Also, in terms of the not only the revenue perspective, but also from their personal achievement. So, sales compensation is a pretty critical piece of driving the sales and go-to-market machine forward, and it's essential to ensuring that the business is able to really continue to grow and achieve the not only individual but company goals that will help the company scale from where the earlier days like a spot all the way till the next stage of the company and yeah, it's mission critical to be able to have this right and also execute it correctly. When we first went on the market to look for a sales compensation tool, this was I think it was about a year and a half a time ago or so, and Spot was at the inflection point where we had nearly 40 plus, almost 50 sales compensation plans that were being managed all through Google Sheets. And really, what we were preparing for and gearing up for was if the company continues to scale, how do we make sure that all calculators are calculated correctly? Reps have full visibility to how they're achieving and being paid out for their plans, and also a tool that really becomes a source of truth for all sales compensation data. And it's critical to have the system put in place, given that it's easy to put something into a spreadsheet and calculate it at a point in time, but as the business continues to grow, you need a separation of because you're effectively creating a whole brand new data set that you want to be able to understand and track the performance of each rep and the deals that are coming through. You want a system to hold it and keep it in place, no different than like a CRM that keeps a system of record for sales, but now really for compensation data to be able to evaluate the performance of your comp plan and also help on top of calculating all the compensation information. So it was important for us to find a tool to both scale and also be the source of truth moving forward as the company, whether we continue to double the headcount from a sales perspective or comp plans continue to become more complex. The one of the bright spots for Visdum and is Visdom allows the end user who is executing, managing, and delivering the calculators and really crafting the calculators to essentially have an open slate to build any kind of comp plan and then leverage what you built at that point in time and continue to scale forward with it. And so in terms of how the Spot has taken the direction more of start introducing more, I would say, fun and creative comp plans as incentivize reps to at least push us the reps to go achieve the goals the company wants them to achieve. And what Visdom has allowed us to do is start entertaining those more complex plans at scale with precision and also the ability to be flexible with the comp plan itself and also really to be able to house all that information in one centralized place for us to go back in time and say, hey, how did we set up our comp plans? How are we performing? What is our cost profile of our business? So has effectively been able to help us really get not only the ability to scale and also grow the business, but also more insight into how comp plans are performing and what's the results of our comp plans. I have a few actual tangible examples of how AI has helped, and I think I agree. I'm the camp of AI. I'm happy to share that too. But I'm in the camp that AI is a tool that helps really accelerate and accompanies a lot of day-to-day processes of any finance leader, whether it's helping close the books faster by having tools that leverage AI to run close reviews, BVA prep BVA summaries, or really start be able to at least lay the groundworks of a financial model for you. I view AI as essentially like a partner, almost like assistant to any finance leader that's trying to move faster and do more with less in terms of no different than like why the FP&A tool space like had adapted that really broken and really changed how the mid-market FP&A space actually evolved. And now there's all these new FP&A tool vendors that leverage AI on top of the models set in place. So I really view as a way to help accelerate and really accomplish a lot of these like manual and small tasks that are that in the past might have taken a day or two. Now you can do it within 30 seconds or maybe a few minutes and really open your ability to actually start doing more strategic work and deep work that actually is answering really the hard questions that in the past it might have been a very data intensive problem or a really intensive modeling exercise or a combo of the both. Now you can do it quickly because AI now enables you to actually answer those questions faster and tackle all the small day-to-day stuff with ease and you don't have to spend as much time. In terms of how I've been leveraging AI to my day-to-day, I found tools that have been a plug into my Excel to help build the first template version of a model, whether it's a sales commission model, whether it's a financial forecast or sales capacity model that is more of a specific cut. There's tools out there that can help you. They're like GPT. I think I don't know if we can call them GPT wrappers, or I guess everyone's a GPT wrapper to some extent. But effectively, that can help lay the groundwork of a model really quickly by querying the extension, and they'll lay out the model framework, and then you take it to the finish line. That saves hours of my own time just thinking about how to build the framework. Now they laid it out, and now I'm just taking it and running with it and integrating into the rest of my models I'm building. And really, I think there's what it's I feel like the finance org or finance function isn't as well served in terms of having these more open-faced platforms, but I would encourage folks who are looking for AI functionality would look for AI functionalities within tools themselves and start leaning more into those platforms, given that we live in a structured world to some extent, similar like how we work with you guys in the Visdum front, and you guys are building AI functionality versus like other FP&A tools who are building AI functionality on top of their work. Like I think we in the finance world, we unfortunately have to be beholden to the companies who are structured models and data sets to be able to leverage it versus work with tools that are more open-ended that allow us to build interesting and fun stuff like the Excel add-ons are like I feel like are a few examples, but there will be more, especially now with MCP, the MCP connector from Claude has created. I think teams can even build their own internal tool that can help answer ad hoc questions about the business. But it all starts with the simple concept of garbage in is garbage out. So you have to structure your data correctly to be able to get into that next endeavor of building your own internal like finance GPT. So that's yeah, that's at least how I see the world is like I think there's a path for finance teams to eventually build your own like like a finance GPT wrapper for your entire business, but it requires setting up the entire infrastructure to say like, hey, I have a whole, I have my entire financial model in whether it's like a big query data set or a table that you structured that shows all the mechanics of your business and you can query from it. But that's the vision, at least like, I see that internal teams can eventually march towards, but it takes a little bit of time to get everything stood up in terms of a data perspective.